ಓಂಕಾರವಡಿವೆ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವ, ಓಂಕಾರವಡಿವೆ ಗಣಪತಿ ದೇವ, ஓமில் தியானம் புரிய துணையிருப்பாயே. ஓங்கார வடிவே கணபதி தேவா, ஓமில் தியானம் புரிய துணையிருப்பாயே. கண்ணின் இமை போல் காத்திருப்பாயே. கண்ணின் இமை போல் காத்திருப்பாயே. ஸ்ரீமத பாதத்தில் நின்னை கண்டேன். கிருபாகர ஐங்கர பாஸ்கர ஞான நிர்மலமே விநாயகனே. ஞான நிர்மலமே விநாயகனே. ஞான நிர்மலமே. वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का निर्मल.
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का निर्मल.
प्रेम का सागर है हरता ये तेरा जल.
प्रेम का सागर है कार्य तेरा चल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
तेरे आंचल की ठंडी छाया है।
तेरे आंचल की ठंडी छाया है।
प्रेम से तेरे निरानंद पाया है।
प्रेम से तेरे निरानंद पाया है।
तेरे आंचल की ठंडी छाया है।
प्रेम से तेरे निरानंद पाया है।
शरण तेरी आके खिल गया ये मन का कवन।
शरण तेरी आके खिल गया ये मन का कमल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल। तेरे नूर से रोशन जहां सारा।
तेरे नूर से रोशन जहां सारा।
तेरी रहमत का खेल है सारा।
तेरी रहमत का खेल है सारा।
तेरे नूर से रोशन जहां सारा।
तेरी रहमत का खेल है सारा।
तेरी कृपा से ही हुआ ये चित्त निर्मल।
तेरी कृपा से ही हुआ ये चित्त निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल। तेरी नजर के इशारों पर जीता हूँ।
तेरी नजर के इशारों पर जीता हूँ।
तेरे ही नाम का रस पीता हूँ।
तेरे ही नाम का रस पीता हूँ।
तेरी नजर के इशारों पर जीता हूँ।
तेरे ही नाम का रस पीता हूँ।
दिखाई देती है हर कण में तेरी शक्ल।
दिखाई देती है हर कण में तेरी शक्ल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
प्रेम का सागर है हर कार्य तेरा जल।
प्रेम का सागर है हर कार्य तेरा चल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
कैसे वर्णन करूं तेरी दया का मन निर्मल।
दया का निर्मल, तेरी दया का निर्मल, तेरी दया का निर्मल, तेरी दया का निर्मल।
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. Greetings from Malaysia. Let us now collectively put our hands folded in the center of the heart and seek the permission of Shri Mataji for today's session. Shri Mataji, we, your children from around the world, humbly seek your permission and guidance and protection, Shri Mataji, for this evening's session with Dr. Madhur Rai. Shri Mataji, all this is happening with your blessings, and it is you, Shri Mataji, who's the doer, who's the enjoyer, and we do nothing, Shri Mataji. Let us keep our attention in the center of the heart and keep Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet in our hearts. And we thank Shri Mataji for giving us this opportunity to meditate, to be in meditation collectively at Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet. Indeed, Shri Mataji, we are thankful for this, that we are able to worship you, worship your holy lotus feet, together with all our brothers and sisters. Without much ado, today we are very, very blessed to have Dr. Madhur Rai to lead our session today, and thereafter to share her experience and the teachings of such yoga treatments taught by Shri Mataji with all of us. Dr. Madhur Rai needs no introduction to all of us. However, for the newcomers, for the new Sahaja yogis in Malaysia and across the globe, we are pleased to say that Dr. Madhur Rai comes with great credentials. She's the assistant professor in the Department of Physiology, MGM Medical College, Navi Mumbai, India. She was also the former CEO of the Health Center in Vashi. Together with her husband and our brother, Dr. Sandeep Rai, she has traveled extensively to the various countries to give lectures during the conferences, the medical conferences around the globe. So without much ado, we would like to call upon Dr. Madhur Rai to lead the meditation session this evening, and thereafter with her sharing session. Thank you. Dr. Madhur Rai, over to you, Doctor. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you, Maheshwari, for your kind words of introduction. And thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us this opportunity to join in the collective meditation today. And thank you all brothers and sisters for joining the collective meditation. So we will begin today's session by raising our Kundalini collectively and a collective bandhan. 3 Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Left hand to Shri Mataji, right hand towards Mother Earth. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. For clearance of the left side, we shall pray to Divine Mother. Shri Mataji, please remove all imbalances, all negative energies from my left side, and please clear my left channel through the Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please remove all imbalances from my left side, and please clear my left side through the Mother Earth. Mantra Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Bhairavnath Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Bhairavnath Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we bring her right hand onto the lap. Take the left hand towards the Mother Earth. Right hand on her lap, left hand towards the Mother Earth. We shall pray to Divine Mother, Srimataji. By your grace, I shall be worthy of Lord Ganesha's attention. Srimataji, please bless me with Lord Ganesha's pure innocence, divine wisdom, discretion, fearlessness qualities, and complete dedication to your divine lotus feet. Srimataji, please enlighten and awaken Sri Ganesha principle and Sri Ganesha qualities within me. Mantra Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we take the left hand to the sky, right hand on the lap, and for clearance of the right side, we shall pray to Divine Mother. Shri Mataji, please remove away all the excess heat, all the negative energies, all the responsibility feeling, all the doership feeling from within me. Shri Mataji, please purify and cool down my attention. Shri Mataji, please take my attention away from all worldly issues and please establish my attention at your divine lotus feet in my Sahasrara. Mantra Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Sita Rama Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Chandrama Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Chandrama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. With our attention on Agnya Chakra, we shall affirm and pray to Divine Mother, Shri Mataji, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive everyone, including myself. Shri Mataji, please forgive me for any mistake committed against the Spirit, knowingly or unknowingly. Shri Mataji, I forgive, I forgive. We shall recite the Lord's Prayer over here. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptations, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Bringing down both hands onto our lap, with our attention on the Sahasrara, we shall pray to Divine Mother. Shri Mataji, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization within me. Shri Mataji, please keep me in your divine attention. Mother, please enlighten my spirit. Shri Mataji, Please enlighten my spirit. Please let me experience the joy of my spirit. Shrimataji, please bring all of us into a balanced state. Please let us enjoy the joy of our spirit. Please enlighten our spirits. With our attention on our Sahasrara, we shall now listen to Shrimataji's Amritvani Shri Mahakali Puja talk.
Lucky people, I must say. Moreover, that this place was called as the Fort of Flowers and now was called as the Fort of Blood, Bloody Fort. But I think with all these flowers, it should become the Fort of Flowers again. It's a very, very beautiful place you have come to. The vibrations are also very good here. I've been always wondering why Germany was called as Germany. Germ means sprouting. Any germ of anything means the sprouting of it. Germinate means to sprout. The sprouting of Sahaja Yoga, as I told you many a times before, once taken by Germans, will be reaching its epitome, its highest point. We have had lots of ups and downs, doesn't matter. It's a difficult place, and now we have started really the germination in a proper way. Yesterday I saw the whole sky was filled with color and light. As you know that vibrations have light. It's very light flickering, very small light each particle of vibration has. And you can see that. But when there are too many, then they can be caught up by your cameras. But yesterday I think the clouds got vibrated. And it's a very great thing to get the clouds vibrated. If the clouds are vibrated, the rain will be vibrated. The rain is vibrated, the land will be vibrated. All the crops that are to be germinated will be vibrated too. So when it goes into the body of human beings. They'll get also vibrations. Is the best way now is to vibrate the clouds, I think, if you have to have many more people for surgery. That's the idea came into my mind last night, that why not vibrate all the clouds? That's the best way. Moreover, the vibrations are very tiny bit, with one point going into a half circle normally. This half circle then combines to make Om sometimes. Sometimes it makes a chain. Sometimes it gathers together to make crosses. But the basic thing about them is that they can think. And think very fast, much faster than human beings can think. And they are extremely collective, extremely collective. So they move together, thinking the same way, understanding the same way in an absolute manner, and work out the whole thing in a very beautiful, silent way that you cannot even feel. Now the Kundalini rising, as you have done, must be a mystery for all of you, that how can you with your hands raise the Kundalini? And you must be thinking that this must be some sort of a special power Mother has given us, that we can put our hands to anybody's Kundalini, it rises, then stops at a place when there is problem, and then again it rises. Now it's nothing a mystery for you. You have got now within you the power. Like you can move the water, you can move the matter, you can move all those things. Animals cannot do that. And even if they can do little bit here and there, they cannot transform it for their use. For example, you see the nice brass here, you see nice silver there, there's a little Ganesha sitting there. All these have been transformed from something that is dead, which animals cannot do. As you become the master of living work, now you are the masters of living work now, not of the dead. So the living force, you can manage and mold it and use it for your own purpose. But the most surprising thing is that you are not even aware of it, that you are doing it. Like when you are doing, say, a little elephant like that, you are aware and you know that you are doing something great. And you will tell, oh, I have made such and such thing, such a nice place I have done. You will be conscious of it because you have got ego. But when you are giving realization to people, you are not aware because you have no ego. And what you say, Mother, it's not coming up. See, it's just catching on Vishuddhi, it's not working out. You start speaking in third person. You don't say, I can't do it, or I have done it, it's worked out. Only when it works out, I see your faces and I know it's done. So, you are not even aware of it. You are not even conscious of it, and there's no ego about it. You don't take any credit for that. You just feel joyous. Like so many people came for your workshop. Oh, it was so great, Mother. Oh, what was great was you. It was you who was doing all the job. You were working it out, but you don't feel that way. The reason is that you are now working in a way that we call as a karma. A karma is that when you do something, but you do not feel you are doing something. When you are not conscious of it, that is a karma. When you are doing something and you think that you are doing this work, that thing, then it is a karma. But now the karma has become an akarma, not that you are not doing anything. You are doing so many things, but you do not feel that you are doing it because you have now been doing akarma, and all living work is akarma. Like the Mother Earth, she sprouts seeds. She is not aware of it. In the same way, you people are raising the Kundalini, you are not aware of it. And when you are not aware of it, you don't even want to think how it is happening. See me, a human being, raising a hand like this, definitely the Kundalini rises, I see it comes out of the head, it happens, I see it's a fact. Then how is it that this is happening? What is the process? What is the procedure? How it has worked? Did I make any mistakes? You never think like that. Did I do it in a wrong manner? You don't think. Just you start. Raise the Kundalini. You just don't bother to find out, have I given myself a bandhan or not? Have I seen the gentleman, what his vibrations are like? No. You just go ahead, raise your hands. Yes, you are quite aware of one thing, that you are a realized soul. And that you can raise the Kundalini. Yesterday I saw so many Sahajogis walked in. I said, now come along, give them realization. Just stood there, did like this, did like that, finished. You did not even think you have done such a great living work that you have raised their Kundalini. Not only that, but it will transform them. It will give them a new life. They will be some special people, as you are. You are not even aware that you are some special people. Ego has vanished. So now you don't think that you are doing anything. You think its mother is doing everything. Even then they give big speeches. They say, Mother, I never used to speak. I didn't know what was speech. And now I have become a great speaker. It's you who is doing it. This feeling comes because there is no ego anymore left. Now if you see in the water, if you put a drop, it becomes an ocean, no doubt. But it's not aware of it that it has become an ocean. It moves with the ocean. But supposing you see a fish. A fish is free. If she wants, she can move this way, she can move that way, she can jump up, she can drink the water, she can do what she likes. But a drop cannot. Drop has to be part and parcel of the whole. So that was the intermediary stage when you were animals. Animals were under pash, under the bandhan of God. So they were doing exactly what was to be done. Then you became human beings, where you had complete freedom to use it as you liked. If you wanted to go to heaven, go to heaven. If you want to go to hell, you can go to hell. It's all open to you. But now, after becoming realized souls, you have become absolutely free people. But in that freedom, you feel me being there. Now what is this? Am I trying to tie you up with something? Or am I giving you some chains? Or am I guiding you? Or am I all the time sort of a person with a gun behind you? Do this, otherwise this will happen. That is not so. So what is this new thing that is happening to Sahajogis? Is to be understood fully. The new thing is like this. Like a fish goes everywhere, does everything, but has no discretion. Doesn't know which way to go, what to do, sometimes get caught up into the net of a fisherman. It can be eaten up by another big fish. It can be destroyed any time. It may just crawl onto the shore and get finished. So the fish has no discretion. But it has some innate knowledge to save itself from dangers. Now you don't have any innate knowledge about it. How to save yourself from dangers, how to save yourself from troubles. No innate knowledge like that, that you are cautious, you shouldn't walk this way, you shouldn't go like this, you shouldn't give vibrations to somebody, you should not treat somebody. No, that's not there. Innately, you don't have this knowledge that we should try to save ourselves, we should go from the right side, not from the left side, it should be inauspicious. Not so much. Still you will always do right things. Whichever time you will choose will be the right auspicious time. You don't have to consult books for that. Like once it happened in Lonavala, we had a puja. And it was to be at 10 o'clock, as it was here. I wouldn't go for my bath for quite some time. And they were quite upset. Mother, what's the matter? And I said, it's all right, let's go ahead. And I was talking here, there. Then I went for my bath at about 11 o'clock. When I come back, it was 12 o'clock. The sun had gone to the other side. So they said, they were little upset. I said, now, bring the panchang, the one where all the timings are written about the moon. So, till 11 o'clock there was Amavasya. Amavasya is the day when there is no moon in the sky. So I can't take my bath in Amavasya. And you cannot have puja otherwise. So I had to wait. They were amazed. They said we had consulted the panchang. I said, which one? And you see, they were surprised that how is it that mother could tell about Amavasya and this and that. Because the discretion, the knowledge of discretion is built within. So whatever you do, whatever way you work it out, is built in with you. You know how to do it. For example, for a human being, if you prick him with a pin, immediately his hand will lift it. Who has told him to do that? Who has taught him to do that? No. In his consciousness it is built that once you are pricked, immediately your hand will go up automatically with a reflex action. So the reflex action to auspiciousness, reflex action to your saving, reflex action to everything is built in within. And once you become a Sahaja, immediately you will start giving yourself a bandhan, you will start giving others a bandhan. You don't have to think about it. Reflex action. You will do whatever you will do will be auspicious. Whatever you will do will be beautiful. Whatever you will ask will be beautiful. Like this place you got it. And people are amazed. How do we get it? But in the beginning, you have to develop, you have to mature. Unless and until you are matured, you do not get that discretion. Like when we were trying to get a place in London, I went with some Sahajogis to find out the place. All kinds of funny places they were liking. I said, the vibration is so bad, these people are not feeling any vibrations or anything. I wouldn't even get in the place. I said, no, this is no good. They said, no, this has character, this has that. I said, this character, all that time doesn't count with me, you see. So they said, but mother, how are we going to get a good place? And I said, we'll get it. And I was traveling by a plane. In the plane, I opened a magazine. And there I found Shudi camp. When I went back, I said, now this is the place for us, let's go and have a look. And there it was. And we found such a beautiful place. So we should allow, things to work out, have patience. Things will work out automatically. Because now the whole of the cosmos is with us. The whole of the discretion of the cosmos is with us. The vibrations that think are there. The vibrations that guide are with us. The vibrations that organize are with us. Let them organize us. We are playing into their hands, by which we are not bound, but we are helped. Like supposing you have a baby, you have to look after the baby. But if there's somebody, she says, all right, let me look after your baby. She says, all right. Then you go to sleep. There's somebody who says, all right, don't you worry, I'll make a nice bed for you. So he said, all right. So they make a nice bed for you. Then you sleep there, there's somebody to cover you. Nicely you are covered. Then they say, all right, you have to now go for your bath. See, the bath is ready for you. Come along, have your bath. Then you want to have your pujas. All right, there's a nice place for you. Come along, have this nice place. You want to have an ashram. All right, there's a nice place for you available. Have it. So it is not that you are bound by them. This is the point I am trying to make. But you are invited. You are treated with great respect and regard, and everybody at your service. You say, Mother, you come in my head, I'll come in your head. If you say, come in my heart, I'll come in your heart. You say, come in my hands, I'll come in your hands. So the whole of the cosmos is at your service. As if you are on the stage now, doing the job for me. Now to think that you are under bondage is a wrong thing. There is no bondage. On the contrary, the people who are Ganas, who are angels, who are deities, are anxious to do whatever is possible to please you, to keep you happy. If you say now the Kundalini has to raise, all right, they are all there to help. Anything you want can be done, but first of all, what you need is maturity. And for maturity, one has to understand that there is a culture of the spirit. As we have human cultures, we have culture of the spirit, which must be imbibed. The culture of the spirit is to be imbibed. If you go according to the culture of the spirit, then you cannot have problems. And the foremost thing in the culture of spirit is that you must respect yourself, because you are an yogi. Second thing is you must respect other yogis, because they are yogis. Like I have told you before in Ganpatipuram, there was one tailor, Namadeva, who was a saint. And he went to see another one who was just a potter. And the potter was mixing the mud with water with his feet. He was working there. When Namadeva went and saw him, he saw him, and what he says, Nirgunacha bheti alo sagunashi. Meaning, I came to see here formless, the vibrations, the Chaitanya, formless, Nirguna. I came to see a Nirguna, meet Nirguna. But here it is in Sagun. You are the one who is in form of that Chaitanya. What a praise. Just think. One Sahaja saying to another, oh God, I just came here to meet the Nirguna, the Nirakara. And whom do I meet here is the Saguna, is in the form. In the form, in you, I see nothing but Chaitanya. That is the respect of the another yogi or understanding. Namadeva was a ordinary tailor and was not a Brahmin, so he was not treated very well by other Brahmins. And he had to go to Punjab, or it was said that he was called to Punjab, and he went to Punjab, where Guru Nanak saw him. And Guru Nanak said that a great saint has come to us. So he kept him with him. And he said, you better learn Punjabi, because here the people don't understand Marathi, so learn Punjabi. And make your poems in Punjabi language. And he started making poems in Punjabi language. Now I have got Namadeva's Gatha, is so big as that, his book. Half of it is all Punjabi language. And then the poems he makes are so beautiful. They are sung in the Guru Granth Sahib they have in the temple. In all these big temples of Gurudwaras, of the Sikhs, they have Guru Granth Sahib. There the Namadeva is occupying at least 1/10 of the Guru Granth Sahib. And there's also Janabai, another maid servant who was working with this Ramdev. Her poems are also there. So how they were respected by each other and how they understood each other was something so great. But now it is just the other way round. The people who are false, who are wrong type of people, who are making money out of God, who are deceiving people, who are bringing all wrath and also all the negativity to this world, to destroy this world, are respected by common people. But the Sahajogis must respect another Sahajogi till he is a Sahajogi. As long as he is a Sahajogi, he must be respected and understood. It's very important. This is the culture of the spirit. In that, we respect all those who are spiritually higher. Like talking about God, we cannot say things which are not proper. Like we cannot say that God is mischievous. We cannot say. We are saints. We have to be very respectful to God. Any place which is sort of representing God also must be respected. Everything that is godly must be respected. Because that is the culture of the spirit. It respects all that is godly, all that is auspicious, all that is beautiful. In the culture, we do not see superficial things. In this culture, we do not yield to anything because it is expensive or it is with such pomp and show or publicity. What we see in this culture is how far it is joy-giving. Even a small betel nut, if somebody gives me with love, I'll keep it with me. And even if you give me diamonds without love, I have no value for them. They will be lost or they'll be finished, good for nothing. So the love that you put into everything makes you a Sahajogi. How you talk to each other, how you deal with each other, how you look after with each other, how you communicate your love in a pure manner. Say, a Sahajogi should think, oh, I must take this present for other Sahajogis. I'm going there, then I'll meet that Sahajogi, he'll be there and he'll be there. And just like your brothers. See, after such a long time I'll be meeting him and it will be such a nice thing to meet him and talk to him and enjoy him. And sometimes also pull his legs and have a nice fun at him. But the whole culture is of love. And if you do not have that sense of love, if you are a dry person or a morose person or an unhappy person, then remember, you are not a Sahajogi. A Sahajogi has to be a smiling, enjoying personality, making others happy. That's the main attitude, main concern should be. Next time I'll be speaking about the spiritual culture in Diwali when you will be there. But this is the beginning. I have started talking about the new culture that we have to accept. In expressing our love, we should not be ashamed. We should not feel shy about it at all. We are expressing our love and love must be expressed. There's no harm in expressing our love. But it happens that in the beginning we feel little shy, we are conditioned how to express. People will misunderstand and they will think that we are wrong type of people. No, we are special people. We have to make the whole world. They are not going to make us. We have to create the new world and they have to follow us. We are not going to follow them. We are the makers of kings and we are the makers of queens and we are the makers of everything. So we have to work it out that way. We don't have to bow to their ways and methods, but we have to patronize and look after them when they come to us first. Try to treat them as if a father would treat a son, and then bring him up, mold them and give them love and make them understand that we are people of a very, very different domain, of a different style. We are absolutely free people and are being entertained by the divine, are being looked after by the divine, are being helped and decorated by the divine. Such a privileged place we have. So let us be of that dignity and of that morality, that we stand up to that. How can we do something wrong to insult ourselves? We cannot. We are yogijans and we have to be like yogis. May God bless you all.
We will now all stand up for Shri Mataji's Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा माँ, कर दिया उजियारा। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो
बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। We will meditate for some time. We will all collectively raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. We shall pray for collectively. We will pray and give a bandhan for COVID-19 to end and the world to become vibrated by Shrimatiji's divine vibrations. We shall pray to Shrimati to end COVID-19 at the earliest. Shrimati, we pray at your divine lotus feet to kindly bless all humanity, to forgive humanity, to forgive all Sahajogis of the world for any mistake committed against the Spirit, knowingly or unknowingly. Please pardon all of us. Shrimati, please end COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Dr. Madhu, for the beautiful and blissful meditation. We will now begin the program, this
Yes.
sharing session. We will now invite the Malaysian National Coordinator, Brother Darwin Kalimuthu, to take over. Catch up with you later, Doctor. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, Doctor.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Okay, firstly, thank you very much for actually taking your time to actually join this meditation session together with us. And there are a lot of people who actually enjoyed the session and they are giving some feedback through YouTube as well. So this was a very relaxing session, and I think a lot of them enjoyed the vibrations from the meditation and also the talk. Sri Mahakali Puja talk was a very beautiful talk as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, okay, Doctor, I will not want to take too much of your time because there are just a few questions which I would like to ask on behalf of the collective. There have been some questions. And I mean, it's quite well aware that we are all, as a whole world, currently battling a pandemic of COVID-19, and it's still quite prevalent in many countries. So the first question to a lot of these people for our yogis is, from a Sahaj point of view, what are the clearings or what are the things we should do to protect our physical health? What are the things we should consider for our physical health, first of all?
So, Sahaj Yoga point of view, we need to be regular with our chakra clearance, that's the foot soak. And if we are feeling the left side, then candle clearance. And if still somebody is having, and also with the early morning meditations. So it is important that we get up in the morning, meditate, and nourish our subtle system, because we have to keep up our immunity. And to have the immunity strong, we should not fear. So we need to have a strong central heart, meditating on the Muladhara chakra, on the central heart. So there is one forward which has come up on the social media, on the WhatsApp, etc. Shri Mataji, she has kept her right hand towards, she asks us to keep the right hand towards her photograph, and left hand she asks us to keep on her central heart. And then she asks us to say Ma Jagdamba. Hold our breath and say Ma Jagdamba. Then she says that how can you say Ma Jagdamba when you're holding your breath? So then she says you have to visualize, and then 3 times say Ma Jagdamba. So in that way she asks us to repeat. So that for you can, it is there. I can send it to you on WhatsApp, and you can also circulate it to your collective. So if you already don't have it, so that we can do that. And so the meditations are important, and chakra clearance, that is foot soak, and the candle clearance as and when required. And if still there are certain issues, if it is not working out, then the matka, and if we are not able to make the matka, or due to the lockdown, etc., if it is not available, then simple, just one lemon and one chili also we can vibrate, and we can keep it under the pillow, and then discard it as it turns. The green chili goes red, and the lemon gets spoiled. So we can then change the lemon and the chili. So these are very simple things that will help us to remain in a good, positive uh, uh, state. And for this, because there are so many things that are coming up even on the net, and some family members or we ourselves are also succumbing to the COVID, like. So somebody may have it. So there are so much of anxiety and so many thoughts. So the main important thing in Sahaj Yoga is to remain thoughtless. So for that, it is very important to have our Agnya cleared. So the Lord's prayer to Lord Buddha, using ice pack on right Swadhisthana and on the right side, and we can also keep the ice pack on the right Agnya or the back Agnya, and then holding the candle flame in front of our Agnya and looking at Shrimataji's bindi or lotus feet. So all this will help us to, and on the back Agnya, we can just rotate our hand while making food. So clear the back Agnya, taking Shri Mahaganesh, Shri Mahabhairav, Shri Hiranyagarbhai mantras. So this way we can also clear the Ekadasha, taking the 11 names of Ekadasha. So we do not cross the Agnya, but we can, with both the right side and the left side is overactive, and then the Ekadasha is becomes active. So we can clear the Ekadasha, and with the clearance of the Vishuddhi and the Agnya. So we can pray to Shrimataji to take our attention above our Vishuddhi and Agnya chakras and establish us in the Sahasrara. So establish us our attention at her divine lotus feet in our Sahasrara. So that will help us to and try to uh, like initially, even if you're not able to, the thought process is starting, so voluntarily deny the thought, as Shrimataji says, neti neti, say not this, not this, and say I have to surrender this thought to Shrimataji, I have to surrender this thought to Shrimataji, I just want to be in thoughtlessness. So the more and more we are in thoughtless state, then uh, we will not be fearful, our immunity will be strong, and we can uh, be in positive health. There is also a prayer which given by Shrimataji. Shrimataji, please come in my brain. Please reside in my brain. You please make your room in my brain. Shrimataji, you be the controller of my brain. And Shrimataji, let my brain be guided by your divine wisdom. So this prayer is also very, very helpful to have our attention on our sahasraras, and whatever thought is coming, so all those thoughts get negated with this prayer also. So these are few things that we can do, and then follow the. So you can, as time permits, morning time you can meditate. If in a day or once a week you are able to join the collective meditations, then you can join the collective meditation and perform arti. So all this will keep us in positive frame of mind, and when positive frame and everything, so our immunity will not get affected, and we can be uh, in positive health.
Okay. Doctor, you also did mention something about the importance of a proper diet and breathing exercise, because you said that this virus is something which actually targets the lungs predominantly.
Yes. So we have to be also, we have to take care of our diet as well as of our exercise is very important also. So it is just not so for your whole body you can do just simple stretches. So many YouTube we find so many exercises for different health, for the health to keeping ourselves, because if we are at home, we tend to keep munching, and that is going to affect our us badly. So that is we have to see that we lead a disciplined life. That is very important. That is early morning meditation, and then if you are able to take a walk in your own, if you're permitted in your own societies or something in your own building, then at least walk for some time, wearing the proper mask, etc. And if that is also not permitted, then walk in your own home and do these some stretching exercises, etc., some yoga exercises to stretch your body, and also not too much but little bit of breathing exercises, lying down prone. So all these things are going to help us with to keep the oxygenation good in our in our lungs. That is also very important. And of course, if somebody is having a cold or something, then they can take the ajwain duni. So, and we can use ghee camphor regularly in our nose, so that will keep our hamsa good, in good condition. And also it is helpful in the overactive right side. Also it neutralizes, because ghee is for the left, it is mother, cow ghee is mother principle. So it overactive right side also, I find that it is helping to reduce. So we can use ghee camphor in nose regularly, do ajwain duni, do Allahu Akbar. So all the Vishuddhi clearance, massage your head, give an oil massage to your head. So, and you can massage little ghee camphor to even on your throat and on your wrist and your ankles. These are also Vishuddhi, and keep them covered with the cotton cloth. So all these things, warm saline water gargle. So the Vishuddhi is clearance techniques we can all perform, and that will be very much helpful. We can use vibrated salt, which will in our food, which will help us for the left side. And we can drink vibrated water, so that will help to balance the right side. So all these things we can do.
Okay. Okay, doctor, I've been also posed another question. You see, one part of this whole pandemic was there was a lot of challenge to the physical health, but at the same time, on the other end, this whole pandemic lockdown restrictions has caused a lot of challenges to our mental health as yogis. So there are yogis who are also asking, how do we get past our challenges of mental health, because they are asking questions about how to overcome anxiety and depression, which comes together with the restrictive form of life we have at this point of time.
Yeah, so as I said, this is uh, uh, it is affecting the mental health. And but Sahaj Yoga is basically going beyond our Agnya Chakra. So we get this anxiety or depression only when we have not crossed our Agnya. So that is why I said that all the clearance techniques for the Agnya, like we can do shoe beating and doing the candle clearance if there is depression. If it is anxiety, it is more of right side. So that is due to too many thoughts. So anxiety, it is due to too many thoughts. Then we do the right side clearance, that is the foot soak, the ice pack on right Swadhisthana, on the right Agnya, back Agnya, on the liver. And if it is depression, then we do the candle clearance. So whatever happens, we are all going through the same. So even when we through the same phase, in the sense we are all facing the same situation. But this is what is Sahaj Yoga is helping, will help us. It is a coping mechanism. So it is to get over in these stressful periods. If we are able to cross the Agnya, and if we are in Sahasrara, then, and if we are surrendered to Shrimati, in the sense that whatever it is Shrimati is going to take care. So it is a time, actually, as yesterday I was discussing with you, this is a time wherein it is for yogis now have to, as Mataji has said, that when mother is away, then children are to become. So it is not a moment for us to brood or to become anxious, but it is we are part and parcel of the divine force. So it is we are on job. It is a time for yogis to act, in the sense that now many times later on Shimataji has said that the horizontal growth has happened. That is, till now we were more active in propagation of Sahaj Yoga. So Shimataji has said that it is a time many times that along with the horizontal growth, the vertical growth also has to happen. So it is this is the time for the vertical growth actually. So and earlier all the yogis or those who would meditate would go to the forest or go to Himalayas and meditate, to be away from the from the society, and to get this opportunity to time and to find themselves. So this is the for us it is we can say it is a time for us, it is a golden opportunity given by divine itself, that you can sit down, you can give time to yourself. Earlier we were all we used to all the time complain that we have to go to work, and so human beings as Shri Mataji said, we have our brains are twisted brains. So when we had to go to work and all, then we used to say that, oh, so we have to go, we cannot sit even one day at home. Now when we have the time to be at home, we are complaining the other way. So so I think too much of anything is we always desire for the other, the opposite. But- and collectivity, you see, it is earlier hardly one puja or some or two pujas we all used to, like it would live stream from Kabela or some puja we would attend. But now every day we are getting this online transmission from so many parts of the world, and we are all able to get connected and have this collective meditations. So it is a time wherein we are getting world collective, we are joining the world collective for meditations. We are getting time to sit down and meditate. Only thing is we have to use the time. We cannot be lethargic about it. And then it is, as I said, we are part of the divine force. So if the virus is attacking, it is a left side thing. So our job is increased. We have to see that our chakras are clear, so that we can be the empty flutes through which the divine vibrations can flow. So we have to see that we are in thoughtless awareness. We have our chakras cleansed. We are every day. You must like if you have the time, then you must clean Shimataji's photograph, perform Shimataji's arti in the evening, and then whenever possible, you can do a small puja at home. So all these things are going to keep us, it will help enhance our spiritual state. So we have to see that we enhance our spiritual state, and because as we grow vertically, then we are going the global collective vertical growth is going to happen. Then only the whole transcending from nirvichara samadhi to nirvikalpa samadhi can be achieved. So on one hand it looks, yes, that we are all homebound and it is too much. But if we have to look into the positive of this and see what we can do about it and how we can contribute in this divine uh, uh, activity of overcoming, and with our collective prayers and collective mandans, this we all become the strength to conquer over this virus.
Okay, I think that was a very clear explanation, Doctor. And, I'm glad you actually mentioned about this whole vertical growth in Sahaja Yoga that we have to give a lot of importance. But that also brings me to another question which has been put forward to us when we talk about vertical growth to go to the Sahasrara. But I believe you were actually spoken, a few yogis had spoken to you even before I had the opportunity to talk to you, where they are actually some form of meditations which are actually coming through Sahaja Yoga, and they are trying to meditate upon chakras, Ardha Bindu, Bindu, Valaya, and there is something beyond that. Is this something you would recommend, or is there anything Sri Mataji has spoken to that extent about doing this?
See, Shmataji did give to us that there are seven, she has said that there are 14 steps, and the 14th day is important, and it is only when you cross the 14, then you become a Sahaj Yogi. Shmataji has said in her talk about this, and she has given the names of the seven chakras, that is the Ardha Bindu, Bindu, Pradikshina, Valaya, Shri Chakra, Lalita Chakra, and the Hamsa Chakra. But Shrimataji has said that, we keep it to the Sahasrara now, and this is a spontaneous happening. It is not something that you have. She has not in her any of her talks, or in her like in Shuddhi camp, or in her seminars, she has just asked us to keep our attention on the Sahasrara. She has said that we have to go to the thoughtless awareness state, get established in thoughtless awareness state, then cross the Agnya, and then the Virata. So the Virata is over here. So we have to go to the Virata. And this is she has said that when we cross the Vishuddhi and the Agnya, we reach the Sahasrara and then the Virata. So it is she has limited herself in the sense, she has not limited, but for us she has limited us to till that level. So and whatever else we experience, it is our individual experience. But in one, I don't remember, but I remember listening to one talk of hers wherein she has said, what is this, some people are going to, they have gone here, they have gone there, so all these extra planetary, they have gone to the extra planetary places. So that she has never encouraged. So I actually sent to Maheshwari the talk. So I think if you we have Shrimataji's talk, you can play that. So if you, because this question has been asked to me by few of the my yoginis from collective. So I had sent this. So if you have it, you can play that talk of Shrimataji.
Brother Vivek, is it possible for you to share?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna play now.
विच्छेद असले तर काय म्हणतात
ते म्हटलं समाधीमध्ये बिंदू सारखं
Yeah, this is the trouble with you. You read some nonsensical book, Samadhi, Bindu, this, that, all that. Now please forget it. Please forget all these things. Samadhi. Samadhi means first is the Nirvichar Samadhi. First is Nirvichar Samadhi that you achieve when the Kundalini just comes out of your head. Samadhi means the Dhi means the Buddhi. And when it has got enlightenment, it means Samadhi. So first of all, the Buddhi gets enlightened. Just now I told you about that one, the first enlightenment. Now the Bindu and this and that are higher stages, are the Bindu. Then Bindu and then Valaya. But you should not be futuristic. Just now if you have read some book, no use trying to show off that. That's not a good thing. Just try to see what you are. Why do you want to talk about things which do not concern at this stage? Just now, supposing you are going by a bullock cart, Why do you want to ask about the aeroplane? Just now you go by bullock cart, then you get into the train, then you get into the aeroplane. Alright? One by one. Not like this. Because you have read the book, doesn't mean that you are supposed to know everything. All these books are written by some sort of crankish fellows who have read something here and there and have put this down. But you must experience. I am your mother. So I don't want to give you big ideas, this and that. I want you to do the way we have to move. As a mother would say, now this is the way you are. Now you are in the first class, so pass your first exam. Then you will go into the second class and pass your exam. Everybody has to go that way to mature properly. There should be no immaturity in a personality. So all these books that you have read, you better throw them away. It's no good. But if it is by some realized souls, you can keep them and think that they are higher people and we have to be at their stage. Only by reading the book you don't become those personalities, do you? आता पुढचं काय?
नाही बाकीचे असेलच काय
असलेच प्रश्न. All such questions are there, one better than the other. I tell you, it is such a empty thing. How can you be satisfied with empty things? You haven't got anything. First of all, achieve a state. First of all, settle down. Gradually, you will know what it. By reading books, you do not become anyway realized soul, do you? According to Mr. Kulkarni, all questions are of this type. They are of no use. That only means that you have read some books, that's all, finished. Nothing more than that. And it's true. If you have just read some books, you are just coming and quoting here, no use. Gradually come up. If you are honest and if you want to have it, then come up gradually. Just don't try to show off anything. You better give in writing.
So I think that is clear. Shrimataji has said that we have to uh, be at Sahasrara and get established in Nirvichara and Nirvikalpa.
Okay, thank you for that, Doctor, for actually sharing about this talk from Sri Mataji and the importance of actually establishing our Sahasrara. And you also did mention that this is an important thing as part of our collective consciousness.
Collective consciousness, yes. No, sorry, I didn't get you.
When I did speak to you, you were mentioning that, we have to be able to come collectively into our Sahasrara first. We have to establish our attention properly there. And this is important for all the yogis because that's how we become stronger through collective consciousness. Am I correct?
Yeah, meaning to say that like when, as you were asking, like what to do, so if you collectively or individually, if you are feeling and you all can that is what we do, like sometimes what happens is we feel some catch, particular catch, and then we do not know from where it is coming, or we try to clear it, it does not go. Then we share it with even at home also we share, like if I feel some catch, then I will tell my husband or my children, and then we will all work together. Okay, I'm feeling this, okay, I'm also feeling this, okay, so clear it out. So in that way, similar with sometimes it does not get worked out, then we have Sahajogi friends, so we share it with Sahajogi friends that, oh, this cat feeling very much, so just put a bandhan or just do shubid for me. So, and then as we share it with the others and other yoginis, they bandhan and they also do the process, it gets worked out. So if we during this period, if we are feeling anything particular, then as a collective, and so few yoginis friends, they can share with each other, or if it is coming en masse, then the whole collective, city collective can do it, or the your whole country collective can do. So in this way, we all have to become. We have to strengthen our collective consciousness and get established more strongly.
Okay. Doctor, just to add on, just a last couple of questions, and this has actually come through the YouTube broadcast regarding some of the treatment methods you were speaking about. Somebody has asked whether it is appropriate to use lemon and chili under the pillow during full moon and new moon.
During
Amavasya or Purnima.
So actually, I had inquired with Shrimataji about on Amavasya. Shrimataji told me not to open, like for Matka I had inquired. I told lemon and chili because now it is difficult, with this lockdown to even dispose of the matkas, and also to get so many lemons and so many chilies. Sometimes you are in, so you are in quarantine and all that. So we have to make do with whatever we have, and that is why this one, lemon and chili also is equal. So Amavasya, she had said we should not do it, and so then I had not inquired about Purnima, but even on Purnima we do not do it. So try to avoid on those days.
Okay. And there was another question about, I believe somebody who would like to do ghee and camphor, but she says that and whenever she puts it into the left nostril, because she has a blocked nasal, so the ghee always comes out when she's trying to do the ghee and camphor treatment. So is there anything else she should consider before doing that?
So there is this, she can do the neti, with the spout. They do with warm saline. So she can do that, and then actually there was Yogi who had this issue of sinusitis, and it was so he shared with me that he did this neti, and then you put the ghee camphor, and warmed the ghee camphor, and he put it. So they put the warm saline in a spout, and then put that through one nostril, and it comes out through the other. So basically cleaning the nasal passageway, and then afterwards he did it, and so his sinusitis, he got cured of sinusitis completely. But if she's having a blocked nose, then she can also do the onion treatment. So warm the onion on the gas flame, and then as it is initially the covering will burn off, and it gets warm till inside. Then with each peel, she can put it on the sinuses, so that will also help her.
Okay, thanks, doctor. And I still have one last question, which was brought up. And what is an appropriate amount of time to sit in foot soak? That has been a question which has come up quite a number in some WhatsApp groups. An appropriate amount of time, because there are some who actually end up sitting like 45 minutes, listening through a talk or clearing and meditating in foot soak itself.
Actually, see, if you do the clearance and then you meditate, you will be able to appreciate the vibrations. What is happening is it is an active process. Foot soak is an active process. It is like you are under the shower. So if you are just applying soap and the water, so then if you have to enjoy the vibrations, you do your foot soak for 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then afterwards keep the foot soak tub, just remove your feet from the foot soak tub, and then you enjoy the Ishimataji's vibrations. You will be able to appreciate the vibration and enjoy the vibrations. So we do have this habit of just sitting in with our feet in the water, and then, so if you are still feeling the right side, even after foot soaking for 5, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then use an ice pack on the right Swadhisthana. Or when you are meditating, then keep your right hand to Shimataji, left hand to the sky, or keep right hand to Shimataji, keep left hand on the right Swadhisthana. So actually, I have shared earlier also in some with other countries, a seminar or programs, that had this pain once, and doctors had said that it is osteoarthritis. I could not sit down or anything, and then I was asked to go in service of Srimataji. So then I to be in the service of Srimataji. So I went to her, and then I, by her grace only, I could bow down also, which which was a big miracle, because I was sitting with my uh, leg, extended. I could not even bend my leg, so bend my knee. Then Shimataji asked me, "How are you? Yes, how is it going?" So I said, "Everything fine, Shimataji, but I have this pain in my right knee, and doctors say it is osteoarthritis." So Shimataji looked at me and she said, "It is the liver." And I said, "But Shimataji, I don't even think." And then she said, "So what is this then?" So then I pulled my ears, and then she said, "Okay, keep your right hand to me." And she asked me to keep the left hand. So I kept it on the liver. Then she said, "More down." I put it on the right nabi. She said, "More down." And then it was on the right Swadhisthana. And as I kept it there, the breeze that I got in my right hand, it is like the Ganges at Gangotri.
Wow.
So it is like the Niagara Falls. So that type of vibrations were flowing from my right hand, and I, like a fool, instead of just enjoying that, I just I told Shimataji, this is flowing, and as I said it, she just stopped it. So so this we can then I had to then she told me meditate in this manner. So I meditated for nearly for 2.5 months, and then after that the pain went away. But even now also, if my right side is overworked, then I have this pain in the right knee. So the knees are the nabi, and the pressure of the swadhisthana falls on the nabi, and then we have these. So it is all. So that is what I'm saying. This pandemic has given us time. We can sit at home. We can to sit meditate. To when you meditate, you will. This is a happening, spontaneous happening, and you will be able to appreciate your own vibrations. What are the catches? You will be able to work on it. You will learn so much. So many yogis ask me, who taught you all this? So in Sahaj Yoga, you are your own guru. As you meditate, your chakras open, you feel the catches, and then you clear it out. So it is self discovery. So this is a God sent opportunity for all of us. So don't be depressed, don't be fearful, don't be anxious. Just whenever you feel anxious or depressed, go to a, go to on go in your home wherever you have kept Shrimataji's altar, and you will find that she is there with you, and she's smiling, and she is there, she is protecting us. So just um, we all are together, and just a phone call away whenever anybody feels anxious or depressed. WhatsApp, call, be connected, and be connected to Shimataji, be connected to yourself, be connected to the collective.
I think that was very nicely put, Doctor. Thank you. And just one last question to round up for the day. There was one yogini who has asked, is there any specific clearance for Ekadesha? Is there anything we should do specifically for it?
She in the mantra book, all the things are given. Basically, we do not have to plan too much, not to be too much in the front, and just be silent. And the 11 Ekadasha Rudra mantras. So we usually go with the candle flame like this. We don't cross the Agnya, and we take the 11 Ekadasha Rudra mantras. So even with the finger also you can, like with the hand also you can do it. Start from the left, go to the right. So taking the 11 Ekadasha Rudra mantras, or you can also hold the candle and do it similarly. So that is how we cleared.
Okay, I think that will answer the yogini's question. And once again, so I would like to say thank you very much, Doctor, for actually taking your time to be a part of this session and to spend time with not just the Malaysian yogis, but there are actually many other yogis who have joined this session from different parts of this world. And I'm pretty sure they all enjoyed it very much as well. And they are thankful for this session.
Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.
And I will pass this back to Auntie Mahesh. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you, Doctor, for the in-depth explanation. It was really very blissful and very meditative as well. And I'd like to thank also Brother Darwin. And just to remind all our brothers and sisters, our Tuesday session will go on as usual at 8:30, but we'll open the YouTube link at 8:15. And this time around, a brother from Miami, from America, will be leading the session. And we invite all our brothers and sisters from across the globe to join us again on Tuesday. Till then, Jai Shri Mataji, and thank you everyone for joining.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
You can play some music, bhajan.
Yes, we will do. Vivek? Yeah, I also like to thank Brother Vivek Nalaya for helping with the IT. Vivek, music?
Okay, just a moment.
Krishna Govind Bolo, 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 Krishna Govind Bolo.
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो,
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो,
प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो, प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो,
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो.
लगाया करो ध्यान चित्त में समाकर, भगा मन कहीं फिर लाओ जमा कर, लगाया करो ध्यान चित्त में समाकर, भगा मन कहीं फिर लाओ जमा कर, बात संतों की उसको पढ़ाया करो, बात संतों की उसको पढ़ाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो,
कृष्ण गोविंद
कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं, शबरी की तरह कोई खिलाते नहीं। कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं, शबरी की तरह कोई खिलाते नहीं। ज्योत मोहन की दिल में जलाया करो, ज्योत मोहन की दिल में जलाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। मुख से गाया करो, मन रंगाया करो, तंडुलाया करो, रंग नहाया करो। मुख से गाया करो, मन रंगाया करो, तंडुलाया करो, रंग नहाया करो। राधे श्याम को दिल में बसाया करो, राधे श्याम को दिल में बसाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो, प्यारा मोहन हृदय में बिठाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो, कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो। ओ गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो। ओ राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो, ओ गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो। ओ राधा रमण हरि गोपाल बोलो, ओ गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो। तुम ही सिया राम, मेरे दिल में बसे हो तुम ही सिया राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। मेरे दिल में बसे हो, मेरे दिल में बसे हो तुम ही सिया राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सबसे उत्तम है, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम है हो,
राम सबसे उत्तम है, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम है।
प्रेम की वो धारा है, सृष्टि का रखवारा है हो,
प्रेम की वो धारा है, सृष्टि का रखवारा है।
राम नाम लेने से हो, राम नाम लेने से होए बेड़ा पार, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। मेरे दिल में बसे हो, मेरे दिल में बसे हो तुम ही सिया राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। रे गा गा रे गा गा रे गा गा पा गा रे सा सा रे रे सा रे रे सा रे रे गा रे सा रा धा सा सा सा।
रे गा गा रे गा गा पा गा रे सा सा रे रे सा रे रे सा रे रे गा रे सा दा दा सा सा सा।
कहाँ मांगू धन संपत्ति, कहाँ मांगू सोना मोती,
ना मांगू धन संपत्ति, ना मांगू सोना मोती।
देना हमें भक्ति ऐसी, श्री हनुमान जैसी,
देना हमें भक्ति ऐसी, श्री हनुमान जैसी।
तेरे नाम की मैं माला, तेरे नाम की मैं माला जपूं सुबह शाम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। मेरे दिल में बसे हो, मेरे दिल में बसे हो तुम ही सिया राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। गा सा 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 रे सा 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 गा सा 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 रे सा 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 धा सा रे सा गा सा रे सा धा सा सा सा।
दा सा 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 रे सा 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 गा सा 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 रे सा 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 धा सा रे सा गा सा रे सा धा सा सा सा। सीता जी के शूरवीर वर, महापराक्रमी जीता स्वयंवर, सीता जी के शूरवीर वर, महापराक्रमी जीता स्वयंवर।
दुष्टों को तुमने संहारा, योगी जन का तुम हो सहारा,
दुष्टों को तुमने संहारा, योगी जन का तुम हो सहारा।
तेरा ध्यान करने से हो, तेरा ध्यान करने से खुले दिल अपार, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम, सिया राम सिया राम, सिया राम जय जय राम। मेरे दिल में बसे हो,